You know, I started my first business at the age of 24, almost out of necessity because I was a wage slave and, realized that I didn't have the freedom that Kara and I had really, we started dating in high school and we talked about, life. And that's one thing that Kara and I have always done well is just created a vision for ourselves and always forward looking. And at the age of actually 23, we were just out of balance, man. I was working literally 100+ hours a week running a project. I was out of town. She's pregnant with our third child. And that's what really, caused us to take the leap into full-time entrepreneurship.
Wow.
Growing up, man, I did not really, map this out and say, hey, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I wasn't the guy that was like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life running businesses. It was really just that awakening when I realized I didn't have my freedom that kind of led us into that journey of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, you guys did start young. I didn't know you guys are high school sweethearts too. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty wild.
So you started a company. How'd that first one go?
It was great. It's wild because I was 24 years old. I was actually a plumber. You may or may not know that too, but I was literally a plumber working in the field. I started a plumbing and heating business. Sean, I was so naive to business. I didn't know anything about, accounting, sales, marketing, which Sean, you'd probably still say I don't know much about marketing, but that's why we got you on staff. But anyway, I didn't know much about running businesses, man. And so I think the one thing that really separated us, every chance I got, I was hiring consultants. I was hiring people that were smarter than me. Everybody loves to say this, if you're the smartest guy in the room, find a bigger room. But like, I was forced to do this at such a young age. And to answer your question, how'd that first business go? We were on the Inc. fastest growing companies in America in 2009. We doubled our revenue every year. I never had an unprofitable year. And I ended up, over 100 employees. I sold that business in 2014. And along the way, started investing in real estate prior to selling that business. And that's kind of how I got into the real estate side of things. So it went pretty well.
That's awesome.